you grab a couple balls at a time. You start with the racket facing the sky. You put your wrist back so you get to the limit of your wrist. So whatever the limit is on your wrist, back like that. And then once you have the wrist back, you toss the ball up, not down. Make sure you toss it up. And then you swing by relaxing the wrist. And then that should give you a topspin. Because you're going from low to high. Exactly like that one. That was a good one. Nice and loose, feeling the, you know how like when you hold the racket at the bottom, you're supposed to put the pinky finger inside and then the heel is supposed to be outside. So then when I pull your racket and then you pull it towards yourself, okay, that's a locking sensation right there. Okay. So when you're like this, right, and you're accelerating, what does the racket actually wants to do when you accelerate? Well, the racket wants to go out of your hand. Centripetal force, right? That's why when you're looking for your socks in the dryer, they're on the edge, you know. So here, this is centripetal force. You're swinging and the racket wants to get out of your hand. So typically, if you didn't have grip lock, right, if you didn't have the bump, you will be gripping tighter. But since you have the bump, then you just relax and you let that locking sensation, you kind of feel the locking sensation. Wrist back, exactly. That was a nice one. You can tell right away by the sound. You know? Yep, that's a beauty right there. I love it. And then when you step in with the left foot, you always want to do it with the heel. So if you start with the feet closer together, that's okay. You can start like that. Then you step, and then you hit. Or you can start already with the step, and then hit. Either way. And come through. So on that one, you hit the ball and then you turn the racket down like this. So try to keep it straight throughout the motion. Wrist back, toss it in front, step with the heel. Nice. Step with the heel. Now you stepped with the toe on that one. So think of it as like when you normally walk. You normally walk heel toe, right? Maybe if you don't want to make any noise, right, you go tippy toe. But typically it's obviously heel toe. So here you want to do the same thing. You want to do heel, toe, heel, toe. Yes, that's a nice sound. Nice. I like that. I'm just accelerating these guys because otherwise we're never going to finish. Yes, that was a nice sound. I'm going to try to hit it in the center of the racket. Yes, that was a nice one. Exactly. So notice that it's just one motion from here all the way to here. You know, you're not stopping to hit the ball. You're just hitting the ball as the racket is flying. Exactly. So if you hit the net, it's because you close the head. So you have to make sure your racket stays steady. Come through it. You don't want to be tentative and take away some of the power. No. The power should be nice and loose, relax. That's a good one. Okay, try to. Every time you get a good one, I want you to memorize it. Okay. It's like tell yourself, okay, this is going into my computer. And if you get a bad one, well, you also get a feeling, right? Not a good feeling, but you get a feeling for it. So you can say, oh, I know why I'm hitting it into the net. I'm closing my head. Let's go. Nice sound. Nice sound. Beautiful. Extend it. Nice sound. Yep. So now you're teaching your wrist to move while you're swinging. You start with your back, you're locking your wrist, and then you're unlocking it. Lock, unlock. Lock, unlock. Nice. Lock, unlock. Nice. Setting the heel, very good. Exactly. Exactly. Looks like you're getting a very natural topspin here. Not forcing it. Just coming out, just brushing it up nicely. Nice. Nice. So now when you start your backhand sound, just good. Backhand doesn't feel like just left out. So when you do the backhand, you put the racket in a particular position in front of you, in front of the right leg. This is where your contact points are in front of the foot. You know, toss the ball, this is what you want to do. Since you're doing the backhand, you always say, or just grab one at a time. So then, you know, toss it above the racket, you can step with the heel, and you move this way. You know, a little more. There. And here, always the left hand is the one that's going to help you brush the ball up. Oh, into the net. Nice. Here's also the music switch back. Some people like to keep the front grip. And then go back in the same grip as the front. And some people find it better to turn the hand a little more to the left. So your muscles are a little more facing up. And you have to find out which of the two feel more natural for you. It's not like one is better than the other. I've seen two back players that was fantastic back with one grip and then with the other grip. So. So we cannot have any balls at the net. This is not superstition. But we have to get all these balls over. And let's speed up the thrust a little bit more so you have more time to build things. When you put the balls around, start getting used to picking up your shoe. Can you do some of the open stance? And the answer is yes, you can. You go basically the open stance. Into the net. The head's going to go in. You don't want to get into the net. If you don't get a good swing over the net, then you cannot develop your game into full power. Keep going. I'm starting to get balls over here. Nice. There you go, I like that. Nice, okay. So now let's try this. You're gonna start, yeah, I'll take the rest of the balls, thank you. You're gonna start here in the center. I'm gonna feed you, as you go behind the baseline, I'm gonna feed you 2 shots. And I want you to do the 2-step forehand and then the 2-step backhand. So if you remember the 2-step, it's a shuffle, step, swing, shuffle back, and then side step, step in, shuffle back. Yeah? Okay? So let's try those 2. This is still your warm-up, believe it or not. Two-step forehand. One more time, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. Good. 2-step backhand, give me a full swing. 2-step forehand, full swing. It doesn't matter if it goes out right now because you want to feel the extension. Exactly. Nice, I like that. Keep going like that. Give me a full swing. Nice, I like the sound of that. Let's do that back in one more time. Again. Get your legs quickly into position. One more time. Nice. There you go. Okay, excellent. Okay. You're going to do the two-step forehand, the two-step backhand, and then I'm going to try to hit you another shot even before you get back to the center, right to your body, and then you're just going to shift, and you're going to do an inside-out forehand with the open stance. So you're not going to turn the legs. Two-step backhand, and then inside out. Nice. Give me another inside out. Leave it open. Good. Two-step backhand, inside out. Leave it open. Nice. So we say that the inside out, I mean, you can close it, but if you leave it open, you get the advantage of hitting it on either side with the same kind of percentage. So that's why it's always better to leave the inside out open. Okay, one more time. Step in, I mean two-step. Two-step. Inside out. Leave it open. Nice. So make sure that you step in with the heel and then transfer the weight with your hips. The contact has to be in front of the foot. You cannot hit it behind the foot. If the ball gets behind you, you can't do a topspin. You have to do a slice. All right, give me a backhand, two-step. Beautiful. Inside out. Leave it open. Two-step. Give me a step in. So this one is kind of like the two-step. The step in forehand, it comes from the skip ready. So you start with the skip, and then you just step in and hit. But you can argue that, okay, maybe if I take a tiny little side step with my skip ready, and then I step in, it's sort of like a two-step, right? But you have a tiny little step to the side. So the step in, we don't say that it's a two-step because it's coming from the skip ready. You start with the skip ready, but it's just that the ball is much shorter, that you don't have to do a shuffle. You just have to skip ready. These are all step ins. I'm gonna mix them up. It could be two forehands, two backhands, one of each. Nice. Okay, so now that you got the skip ready into the habit, let's see if you can do the skip ready in between a two-step and an inside out, or a step in and a side step, right? Make sure that you skip ready at least once or twice between the shots. I'm gonna mix them up. That was a side step. So if I go deeper, okay, coach, you tricked me on that one. Okay, so before we get into the multi-shot drill, let's do a few side steps. The side steps are like the inside out, you're gonna leave them open. You're not gonna step in. So the ball's deeper than the step in. Exactly. So now you just shuffle, make sure you finish with your right leg. But now try not to do it. That was a good, I mean, you got it over the net there, but I would like you to do it, instead of doing it with 1, 2, I want to see if you can just do it with one hop instead of like a step. Start with your skip ready. 1 hop. Nice. Another one. Another one. Exactly. Now give me an inside out forehand. And then a side step. And then a side step backhand. The side step backhand is going to be obviously a little bit tougher, but it's definitely a shot that you can have. Leave it open. Exactly. Side step forehand, leave it open. Side step backhand, leave it open. Inside out forehand, leave it open. Step in. Right, what's the difference? The step ins are closer to the net, right? Or, you know, shorter. The side steps and the inside out, the balls are deeper. Okay, now see if you can finish the basket with a mixture of all the shots that you already have here. The 2 step ins, the inside out, the 2 open stands, and the 2 steps, okay? I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. You decide. Listen to your legs, because your legs are gonna tell you what's the easiest one. Beautiful, beautiful combination. Beautiful combination. Ah, sorry. Those are the best drives I've ever seen you hit. That was fantastic. Let's keep ready. So again, don't think that we're going into something different, you know. Move these ones out of the way. I'm not superstitious, but you want to make sure you have a clean slate. Okay, start with your skip ready. So interesting, because you chose the inside out backhand there, but you could have done the inside out forehand. Show me an inside out forehand. Okay, very good. So again, make sure that you accelerate the racket hit. If you start feeling tight, especially in the hand, you're gonna get worse. You have to remain smooth and not too tight. Of course, I'm tiring you out because this is like a little more, more aerobic, right? Okay, move the balls out of your court to the side. Going to your skip ready. More acceleration. Yes, you passed me. Yeah. Oh yeah. I like when you pass me. Oh, you made it. Sorry. That was not exactly what I intended. Keep going. Just keep ready. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you went for the inside out backhand. So think of the inside out backhand as a shot that it exists, but it's a shot that you want to prune. You want to kind of chop it and don't use it, because then you're going to make your inside out forehand stronger. Right? Have you ever planted a tomato plant? So my wife planted a tomato plant one time, and she started cutting some of the branches, you know. So I asked her, why are you doing that? She said, no, because I'm pruning the ones to make the other ones stronger. So it's the same idea. If the ball's coming to you, even if it's on the left side of your left foot, okay, so go back to the center, give me a skip ready. Even if I go there, it should be a forehand, like the one you just did. Okay, that was good. All right, continue. I want to see if you can get that second and third and fourth shots in a live rally. Yeah. Woohoo. Sorry. If it's going out, don't ask me to do that again, right? If I hit it out, just hit a swinging volley. Yeah. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Ski ready. Oh, good try. Oh, you went for the inside out back here. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. All right, so now I want you to try to add another piece of the equation here. Come a little bit closer so I don't have to scream the secret. Coach, you mean this is a secret? Okay. So we know that we're supposed to be relaxed through the swing, right? If you synchronize your breathing with your hitting, you relax better. In other words, when you exhale at the contact point, you're relaxing. Okay? If you hold your breath, you're tightening. Or if you're inhaling, you're tightening. But if you're exhaling, you're relaxing. Okay? All right, so I want you to try that, okay? Exhale at contact. If you rather make a sound, that's fine. I don't care if you grunt. If you don't want to grunt, at least try to breathe out at the contact point. Start with your ski ready. Oh, that was a tough one. Nice. Accelerate. Sorry. Okay, you forced an error on that one. Yes, nice. Yeah. Yeah, move that ball so you don't step on it. Keep working on the extension. Oh yeah, I love that. If you see me going like this, it's 'cause I'm thanking God. And in the heavens, your grandma is dancing. All right, keep it going. You got a few more to go here. Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah. Oh, you went for a volley. Cool. Yeah. Oh. Okay, a few more. Exhale at contact. Oh yeah. All right, 3 more on this drill. Tough, okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick up a few balls. You're gonna do some serves, hitting 5 out first from the balls that are on your side.